Welcome to Average Joe's Pool, and today a quick video for you to show you how to drill your pool table slate. Now there can be dozens of different reasons why you need to drill your slate. Maybe you're trying to fix a crown or whatever it might be. Occasionally, every now and again, you do have to put a new, usually a screw hole in your slate. So is this something that you should panic about? Well no, I mean these slates have been drilled before, the existing screw holes have all been drilled, your rail holes have all been drilled, everything's already been drilled. Slate isn't that difficult to drill. And the slate that we'll be drilling today, this is a Brazilian slate. They tend to be a tiny bit harder than Italian slate, so these are kind of the harder ones of the two to drill. And just a quick tip for you, when it comes to marking the position that you actually want the hole to be in, there's a couple of things you've got to think about. We're doing it so it's going to be just under the rail here. We're putting an extra one in the corner here, so we've got a screw here. There's no screw here, but there soon will be. Just a couple of things we need to think about. For example, we've got this screw here. We know we don't want to be any more forward than that, because that's going to take us into the playing surface of the table. So that's something to bear in mind, is where that screw is going to end up in relation to your playing surface. And then the other thing you're going to want to think about before you mark it up and drill this is to have a quick think about what it's going to hit when you actually drill through that and you put your screw through it. The reason being is on lots of tables, including this one, on the side of the frame there, they put extra timber in like a strip about that long there, specifically for the screws to go into, but there might not be one in the position that you're drilling. So again, you just need to have a quick think about what you need to do. You might have to add a bit of timber on there, whatever it might be to solve your particular problem. But if you've got if you have a little think about where you're going to put that before you start, you might be able to move it half an inch in one direction or another. You might make the job a lot easier. So just have a good think that you've marked it in the right place before you start. So before you put any pressure down on the slate, you need to make sure that it's definitely supported. We've got shims in everywhere else, but we don't have shims in just here yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a shim in either side of where I'm drilling. Just push those in. So that's going to give me a nice solid base to work from, and I don't have to worry about putting a little bit of pressure on that slate. So next I'm going to grab a small drill bit. I'm going to use 5mm, and essentially what we're doing is we're drilling a pilot hole. Now I do want to match the angle which the other ones have, the other screw holes, but I don't want to do that straight away. So I'm going to start coming down on it straight down until I've got a bit of a dimple in there, and then I can move across and then start putting the angle through. If I come in at an angle straight away, I'll just slide across the surface of the slate, and obviously I could scratch it. So start straight and put it at an angle and straight through. So I'm using an SDS Plus drill, but without the hammer action, so I'm just using effectively a heavy duty drill. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it on quite a low speed, and I'm just going to slowly grind my way through it. It's a good idea when you do this, if you can, to set up a vacuum cleaner at the same time, so all the bits of little chippings and stuff that comes out of here, just to get rid of it as it comes out of the hole. So I've just come through the slate there. You can just feel it as it goes through. It's another reason why I don't like using the hammer drill. The hammer drill kind of tends to punch its way out of the back. As I prefer to use a slow speed and just do it nice and gently. So I've just come through, and I've just come into the softer material, which is the backing of our slate here. So I've now changed to a size 8mm, and this is a larger just than the screw that I'm going to be using. So this is going to be the final size for my hole. So I'm just going to match the angle again, nice slow speed on the drill, just nice and slow, just follow that all the way through. So again, I've just come through the slate into the softer back material, so I'm going to carry this hole on through. You've got to be careful when you do this that you're only doing the back material. Obviously you don't want to go through into the frame as well and end up drilling a big hole in there, because then your screw will have nothing to screw into. So be a little bit careful, just mindful. You've just come through the slate, so I just need to go down that a little bit more just to get it through just the backing board, not the frame. So now I've got the size 14, this is 14mm, this is as big as I need my countersink to be. And again, when I do this, because I've got quite a large difference in size, I'm going to start it off relatively straight, and then try and match the angle of the hole a little bit there. And to be mindful not to go too deep, just keep kind of pulling it back out, having a look. You only need to drill it deep enough so that the inner kind of lip of the screw is definitely below the surface of the slate here. So there's our nice new hole, drilled at an angle, ready for our screw. And yeah, we're under the lip, so the countersink depth is just right. So that's job done. And so there we have it. That is how to drill your pool table slate should it be required. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has, can you at least be sure to hit that like button for us? It really helps us out. Likewise, whilst you're there, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got loads of great pool related content on our YouTube channel just waiting for you to take a look at. We appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you again.